Welcome. This is Mrs. Rubright with Advanced Algebra 1, and today's lesson is 1.1. So we're learning about variables and expressions. An expression is a mathematical phrase that contains operations, numbers, and or variables. So an expression does not have an equal sign. A numerical expression is going to contain only numbers and operations, while an algebraic one is also going to contain variables. It will have letters, or at least one letter. A term is a part of an expression that is added. The coefficient of a term is the numerical factor of the term. So the coefficient of a term, if you had the term 3x, the coefficient is the 3. It's the number in front of the variable. A number term in an algebraic expression is a constant term. Okay, so a constant is just a number, like 25, 53. Okay. So order of operations, we have PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents, multiplication or division, addition or subtraction. You guys remember that, PEMDAS? Okay, so I think there's a light on this thing too. Let me turn it on. I'll have to figure out how to turn that on. All right, so we always do parentheses, then we do exponents, right? Multiplication or division from left to right, addition or subtraction from left to right. So if we had this equation, we always start with these parentheses. 7 minus 4, 3. Now we have subtraction, multiplication, addition, or exponent. We're going to do exponents. 5 squared is 25. All right, we have subtraction, multiplication, or addition. We're going to go with multiplication. Negative 6 times positive 3 is negative 18. Now we have subtraction or addition. So addition and subtraction from left to right. 1 minus 18 is negative 17. Because you have 1, you take 18 away, now you have 17 less, like you borrowed 17. Right? You're in negative, you're in debt. Negative 17 plus 25. Another way to think about positives and negatives is if you had 1 minus 18, we don't really have rules for subtraction, but we have rules for addition. So when you're adding same signs, add them, keep your sign. When you're adding different signs, switch it to addition. So bam, bam. So now you're adding different signs, right? Because subtraction is adding a negative. So when you're adding different signs, subtract, take the sign of the larger number. 18 minus 1 is 17, sign of the larger number, negative. You're in debt by $17. Write the expression 3m minus 4n minus 8 as a sum. So if I'm writing this as a sum, I would just do 3m plus negative 4n plus negative 8, right? And I can even use parentheses if I wanted to. Right? I'm adding these negative values. How does this help you identify the terms of the expression? So it helps you realize that there's 3 terms. It helps you see that there's 3 terms. Explain and illustrate the difference between a term and a coefficient. So a term would be like 3m, where a coefficient would be the 3. The number in front of a variable. What is the coefficient of x in the expression x minus 2? What's in front of that x? If there's nothing there, how many x's are there? 1, just 1. So the coefficient is 1. Because there is 1 x, right? You don't have to write the 1. What is the value of 1 minus 18 plus 25 if you subtract and then add? 1 minus 18, negative 17, plus 25. What is it? 8. What about if you add and then subtract? 25 minus 18, 7. Oh, I guess they're saying if you add and then subtract. So I want to say that they're trying to get you to do 18 plus 25 without that negative, right? Well, regardless, even if you did it properly, if you're subtracting then, because this would be positive. So you're not going to get the same answer. Let's see. What do they want you to say? They're saying negative 42 because they're saying 18 plus 25 and ignoring the negative. So 18 plus 25 they're saying is what? 43. And then 1 minus 43 is negative 42. So these are not going to be the same answer. So this is not okay. So that's why it's important to go from left to right. But it's also because they're not necessarily doing the right thing either, because this negative belongs to the 18. It's negative 18 plus 25. Okay? Substitute 2 for the x in the expression. So if I'm substituting a 2 in, I'm going to put a 2 here. 4 times 2 minus 10 to the third, right? So multiply within the parentheses. So 4 times 2 is 8. Now subtract within the parentheses. 8 minus 10. Bam, bam. 8 plus negative 10 is negative 2. Subtract, take the sign of the larger number. Negative 2 to the third is negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So you're going to get negative 8, right? Do you guys remember that? That this is the same thing as negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. And then 2 times negative 8 is negative 16. So that is your answer. All right, so we did not, let me pause this. Where's pause?